Hey guys, trust me, you want to watch this video because of this dipstick tube, guys, on a BMW E36. Because of a dipstick tube, like where you check your engine oil, the crankcase vent valve doesn't work properly, literally because of this. So there's two common problems with these that you would never even think to check, and I'm going to show you what they are in this video. Let's get started right away. Okay, first of all, let me show you. There's two problems with these that happen. Okay, so there it is, right? So problem number one, this O-ring that sits right here, right, gets kind of shrinks and gets hard, and then what happens is you end up developing an oil leak on this O-ring. So like this will all make sense to you once I show you, but so we're gonna be replacing this O-ring. That's problem number one. Let me show you on the motor where it leaks. Okay, so there's your motor, right? So I just put in a paper towel in here for now because I didn't want crap falling in there, but now it is time to pull it out, right? I apologize for the focus. Anyways, so let's pull this out. I'll get a better angle of it for you guys. So that's where the dipstick goes, right? So there it is. Here's a better angle of it, right? So it ends up leaking oil, and then there's oil all over, basically, like, you're wondering where it's leaking out of. Well, that's the spot that it's leaking out of. So when I took it out, like a whole bunch of sand and crap fell into the motor oil. So before we start the car, we're gonna have to drain all the oil, put new oil in. So you're gonna clean that nicely with a rag all around inside, right? And then you're gonna put a nice, fresh, brand new O-ring, which we have here from the same place, germanparts.ca, great place. Anyways, so got a new one. So that's problem number one, guys. But there is a second problem. Remember I said there was two problems. And the second one is way more serious. So the dipstick sits in the motor like this, right? And this part here has a hose that goes from this to the crankcase vent valve, guys, which looks like this. Check it out, right? So that's where that goes. See, there it is right there. So from that thing, right, there it is. There's a hose like this, so it plugs in, right, and then it goes on top here, right? So what ends up happening is all this stuff gets super gunked up to the point where like nothing's even flowing through it. That's what happened on this car, actually. I like cleaned all these and stuff. I should have just replaced them, but I just didn't want to wait. So I took this whole thing apart, cleaned all the crap out of it. I'll probably end up changing it in the future, but everything's good now. Like, you know, air flows through this and small amounts of engine oil even. And they go into this thing and they flow through that. And then at the bottom, there's a tube or a hose, right, that connects to the bottom of that thing. And then it connects into here on the dipstick, right? And then at the dipstick, see, it goes down and it goes right in where your motor oil is. Well, what happens on these guys, see, you would think that this goes like into this, right? And then it comes out right here. Well, it actually doesn't. See how there's like this like small little space here? Not the big round hole, but this space. So this actually connects just to this outside space, right? And what happens is these get all gunked up like all around here, and then all this like thing stops working because it can't go down into the dipstick and it back into like your motor oil because this is all gunked up here. And it's basically like, it's like you putting a cap on this, right? So then it just gets even worse. Like this whole thing, that hose and that thing just get completely gunked up, guys, like you wouldn't believe. And none of that stuff works, right? So what you got to do is like, you have to either get a new dipstick tube, or like what I did is I sprayed brake cleaner in there, and I sprayed brake cleaner in there, and I even took like a metal wire like this and I poked it through and I got it flowing. And now when I spray brake cleaner in there, check it out. See, watch, when I spray it in here now, see, it comes right out the bottom. Before it wasn't, it was completely clogged. So I fixed this thing, it's good now. Okay, so putting it in is pretty straightforward. So make sure you check for that, guys. When you blow in here with like your mouth, let's say, if it's all clean, you should be able to blow through this no problem whatsoever. Like I said, not through the big round hole, but through this little side hole. So you should be able to put your thumb like this on it, and air should still come out on the side here. If it doesn't, yours is clogged. You have to unclog it. Have to. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put our nice brand new O-ring on here, just like that. And we're gonna put Vaseline on it, just a little bit. So when we put it into the hole, it's gonna slide right in nice. So I'll put some Vaseline on it, and then we're gonna go clean that hole out one more time with a rag, make it nice, and then put this in. Okay guys, so I got the dipstick in there, right? And I was having a really hard time getting it in. So what I got is just an extension with one of these on it, right? And what you do is you put it on like so, right? And then you get a hammer, hold it nice, give it a couple good whacks, and it popped right in with the O-ring. It's really hard to see, sorry guys, apologize. Yeah, there it is. So it went right in, everything's looking good. Okay guys, well now you know what to do to fix this. So good luck, make sure you subscribe and like if this video helped you out. And check out all my videos on restoring this beautiful BMW. Also did a tranny swap on it from automatic to manual. Very detailed episodes on that. Thanks for watching Problem Solver Garage. Till next time, everybody.